Now, we're out there to help people solve their problems. Now, there's a lot of people that I feel like this dude right here. How many of you feel like this just with your homework? Schoolwork, right? When you get out of here, let me tell you, when you get out of school, it's going to be worse. You think you're under stress right now? You're not. This is easy stuff right now. Don't stress, because this is the easy time. You got to be enjoying this time. When you leave campus and you go to work and you're raising kids, and you're working all day, and you're trying to feed kids, take them to soccer, basketball, whatever, go to church, do your thing, and then you got to worry about the bills. You got to worry about the mortgage. You got to worry about managing your money and building your retirement. That's stress. And people are going through these problems. And that's where we come in. We come in and help them alleviate these money problems. Because you know what the number one cause of divorce is in America today?
Money.
Yeah, it's money. People fight over a silly thing called money. It's crazy. It's just really crazy. As I have been building this company and doing what I do with researching, I found that there is a much greater problem than credit cards or mortgages and unemployment. The real problem that we found in America is a lack of financial education. You know those four fundamentals? Those four fundamentals of personal finance should have been taught to you when you're a junior and senior in high school. It's not, is it? We're not even getting taught this stuff right here. It's pretty sad, because that's something that everybody has to deal with. Every single one of us have to deal with the money in and the money out. And we need to know. And this problem is just enormous. I looked at what Drew Brees said. You guys know Drew Brees, quarterback for the New Orleans Saints? This is what he said. I learned about the importance of financial literacy during my National Football League rookie season. I applied for a mortgage on my first home and learned that the financial decision I had made back in what? College had hurt my what? Credit score. Fortunately, I made $20 million and was able to get the loan. It doesn't say that. He made a lot of money and he got the loan, but at a far higher interest rate than he would have if he had a good credit score. Now let me ask you a question. If it affects guys like this who make millions and millions of dollars every year playing football, how do you think it'll affect the average person like us? Magnified by 1,000. Anybody know this lady? Michelle Obama. This is a clip that I got from C-SPAN. I was watching C-SPAN in 2008 during the presidential campaign. She was speaking to students at Minneapolis. This is what she said. Did you know that Barack and I just paid off our student loans? Imagine the president of the United States that just paid down his student debt. I have in my new presentation, I ordered the CD, the DVD from C-SPAN, and I have this video clip in my new PowerPoint. I wish I had it ready for you tonight, because I would love to play this for you, because it's pretty significant. She went on to say in this interview, she said that she goes, trust me, we still feel the burn of that monthly payment that at one time was higher than any other payment they had to make. And the only way they're able to pay off their debt is because Barack Obama wrote 2 best-selling books, and they use that money to pay off their debt. Now let me ask you a question. If it's a problem for the President of the United States of America, do you think it's a problem for us? Absolutely. No matter what country you come from, financial education is a serious, serious problem. And that's why we're here. I want to do a pop quiz for you. How many of you know what the word mortgage means?
Does it mean to like secure something against, when you mortgage your house, you're securing your house against the loan?
Kind of. So you guys are all students. What do you do when you need to look up a word? Go to where? Google, dictionary.com. I went to dictionary.com and this is what I found. Mort means dead, right? Mortuary. And gage is a pledge. So what is it? A death pledge. I tell it to people, they get so freaked out. I love it. It's like, I have a death pledge. Now, I tell them, I said, well, who says a mortgage has to be 30 years? Who do you think said that? The bank. Why do you think the bank says that? Because it's in their best
Teachers.
interest to have us paying for 30 years. We believe that mortgages should last no longer than 8 to 10 years if you do it right, without changing your income, with the current income that most of our people that we work with have. Okay, so that's kind of some things. Now, I wish, folks, there was an easy button that I could tell you to go press, and all your troubles would go away, your financial troubles, your homework problems, relationships, whatever. I wish there was an easy button, but there isn't. There is no easy button. It takes work, it takes effort, and for the company that I built, we try to make it a little easier. We provide a system, an educational system that provides people the number one thing that they want, which is financial peace of mind. People today, they're telling me, see, Alan, I'm not here trying to be a millionaire. I just want to be happy. And that's a real life statement from real life working middle class families. Now, does that mean you can't be anxious and goal setting to be a millionaire? No, absolutely, go for it. If that's what you want to go for it. But the people we're working with have already been beaten down for so long that they can't see that far ahead anymore. We help people to save money, time, they get control of their financial lives, their relationships improve, because they're not arguing with their spouse anymore. Now their wife or their husband looks cute now. Before he was looking kind of nasty because the debt was like piling up on them. It makes your spouse look kind of, no more stress over money and being able to sleep at night. That's a huge, huge thing for our people. So what we do is we provide these personal classes. We go to our students' home, right on their kitchen table. Our instructor goes there and meets with them. We go through all their bills, their liability, their income statements, and we're doing classes with them. So we're teaching them. At the same time, we're building a plan that's specific to their numbers. So you want to talk about personalization in a business? You can't get any more personal than with somebody's real numbers from their credit card, their check stubs, and you're on their kitchen table. I mean, that's a personalized business. Now, how do we grow that, and how do we expand? I'll just end with this last couple statements. There's several things that we are doing. Number one, we're always adding new instructors. New instructors allows us to teach more people. We spend a lot of hours, between 10 and 20 hours with each student, so it takes a lot of effort on our instructors' part. The other thing that we're doing is we're building a web application. So we're building a personal finance web app that will allow our students to manage their finances online. What bills to pay, when, how much, interest, why they should do it, everything. And then we're also at the same time building a web instructor team. So I just hired a new guy out of Seattle. He used to work for the Seattle Times and a big education company in the tech world in Seattle. And he's going to be running our online marketing department. We're going to be marketing online. We're going to take all of our instructors here, a good chunk of them, and turn them into web coaches, web instructors, so they can coach people all over the country for now, and then hopefully all over the world later on. And that allows me to not have to travel to all these different markets. We can do it via the web, and I can bring revenue back into the state of Hawaii, which is a big goal of mine, and I can maintain hopefully a pretty sane family life without me being running around like crazy. And, I got 5 kids, my wife and I. And I just started a new job at church just 2 weeks ago. I was in the high council for the single state. Anybody in the first state? Do any first state? What ward are you guys in?
First ward.
First ward, Bishop Hall.
I'm just transferring from 18th to 13th ward.
13th ward? Okay, you come see me because I'm the new bishop in the 13th ward. I want to have an interview with you on Sunday. Thank you. So that's my new calling. So, trying to manage all this stuff, what we're doing at work, family, and church, you got to be grounded. You have to be grounded in what you do. So.